Alright, this is a out-of-box review of the F-86H Sabre quotations Hog in A&G service. A&G is the Air National Guard. This was purchased through Amazon through a company called Special Hobby. Never dealt with them before, but we'll give it a go. This is a 1/72 scale model, and as you can see right here, the kit contains injected plastic parts, injected canopy, decals, and photo etched parts. So let's go ahead and we'll take it apart. Of course, it also says that it's made from the Czech Republic, so there you go. Alright. I've opened up this box earlier just to kind of see what was inside. So kind of get my little knowledge on it, and so I kind of tell you what it's actually all about. The instructions actually comes in three languages. Of course, you have by the Czech, as well as the Great Britain. Those are the two main ones here on the instructions. It also, the actual first page here kind of gives you a history of the Sabre Hog and how it came to be. So it's a little history lesson there if you want to read that. Basically, when you open it up here on the first page, it gives you a parts list: A, B, clear parts, and basically the canopy, the photo etched parts, and then I guess what they refer to as decals, or in other words on this it's called the film parts. On this page here, it kind of gives you a little legend, basically little icons. In this case, the question mark here is optional. This icon represents cut with knife. This here, of course, glue for the metal. This little arrow that goes upward is actually telling you to bend a part, and the little hand is meaning for scratch build. And as you can see here, basically they give it to you in both the Czech language and the English language of how you want to do the painting scheme. Step 1, 2, 3, and then of course it's all numbered by your parts over here. And like I said, there's probably a total of 16 steps in this kit for putting it together. As you can see, it's basically pictures, glued by picture, I guess, because there's no really explanation of what goes where. It's probably self-explanatory. So I'll be studying this quite a bit here just to make sure that I get each part put in the right place. So there you go for that. So like I said, 16 parts to this assembly total, and go from there. On the back here, they basically tell you what colors to use as well in the left hand corner. So that's it for the instructions here. I guess pretty simple. Just look at the pictures, put it together. We also have a little sheet here that kind of explains where all the decals go. And as far as the F-86, this actually are decals from the Air National Guard, depending on where they were commissioned and where they were sent off to. The first page here is, I guess, from Massachusetts. Kind of gives you a little brief explanation here. This one was actually at Massachusetts Air National Guard at the Logan Field Air Force Base in Boston. Commissioned in 1964 to the Air National Guard. So that's one area that the plane went to. Another area that the plane was sent off to is the District of Columbia Air National Guard at Nellis Air Force Base. And there, of course, you know, they give you the colors down here, A, B, C, of you know, how it should be painted or decaled on. But this is the actual Air National Guard decal set up for if you want to display it in the District of Columbia mode in the Air National Guard. And then the third, of course, is the third option, which is the New York Air National Guard. Actually, here on one of, I guess, the missiles, it's called the Boys from Syracuse, stationed at Andrews Air Force Base. This was in July of 1967. It's when it was sent off to New York at the Andrews Air Force Base. So those are your basically your three options if you want to go the Air National Guard setup. So very nice. It's all kind of filmed, very colorful, very detailed, and looks pretty good. Onto the actual bring the parts out of the box. Very simple. It's kind of set up. The tree setup is kind of different than what I'm normally used to seeing. Let's go ahead and pull this out. It all comes in one package, basically. Like I said, very simple. Let me see here. I'm kind of stuck here. Let's see if we can get this out. Alright, I'm just going to lay that here. Basically, as you can see, this is going to probably be, you know, well, here it tells you right here. Let me turn around. This is the A parts. As you can see, none of these things are numbered like you normally see. I guess you just follow the instructions and try to follow the parts pattern. So as you can see right here, the fuselage, that's how big a 172 scale is going to be right here as far as the length of that. So there you go. That's that. Like I said, very simple. We come back over here. We have the wings, the missiles. We have our wheels. And of course, this is the B part tree. So, like I said, very simple. Not much to this kit, parts-wise. So it should go together pretty quickly. Yeah. And as you can see, it's kind of like in a light gray molding. There are some details on the fuselage and the wings, but that's about it. And of course, then we have the other side of the wings here, and probably can't see it here in the camera, but there are some light details all across the wingspan. So there you go. That's basically what we're looking at. And as far as the decals are concerned, you know, these are all the decals depending on if you want to go with the Boston, Massachusetts, or the Washington D.C. or the New York. They do say they have the one photo etch part, as you can see right here. I guess that's going to be partly for the instrument panels, the rudders, other various parts probably inside the cockpit area for the most part. And there you go. So it's going to be an interesting build since, like I said, I can't read Zec, but I'll just kind of follow with the almost like, kind of like a paint by number. This is going to be a glue by number situation. So let me just kind of throw this back in over here. But like I said, this is going to be built for my dad, who was a captain in the Air Force. He basically was a training pilot down there, and when they asked him to go out and test out one of the Sabre jets, he'd be up there on and flying for about an hour and a half. Check out all the instruments, make sure they were working correctly before it actually gets sent out to the front lines where they were in the middle of the Korean War. So he actually came over to the house there and explained to me a little history of what he went through in that aspect. So that is probably one of the reasons I'm not even going to be bothered with putting any of the decals that represent the International Guard, because when he was test flying these planes there, they were pretty much didn't have any marks on them whatsoever. But I may do a little something for him to actually give it a more personalized relationship to him flying the jet. So that's it. That's the out-of-box review. I know it's quick, not much to it, but I'll be doing a series on this as far as building it. So we'll be doing a step-by-step with y'all, and we'll kind of go from there. So without further ado, thanks for watching, and I'll be sending out more videos on this in the future. So like I said, once again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch y'all later.